Who's here? Denise is here. Mary's here. Diana's here. Well, thank God, because Diana doesn't get my alerts, and she's one of my favorite people on here. So it's a good thing that you got an alert today. I don't know how, but hopefully it continues. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. So I want more people in here before I announce this thing. So I just started this a minute ago. So guys, ask questions in the time being. We'll get back to this. We'll circle back. So, guys, you can ask around, ask some questions in the meantime. I want to get more people in this room. Jordan Maxwell is still trying to process everything. Be a little more specific, Denise, as far as what his work, what specifically about his work, or just his entire story. Here's Lori. Lori, I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm doing good. I have something exciting to share with you guys. His explanation of us. Oh, yeah. I love Jordan Maxwell. Anything on him. Jordan is my mentor. Was my friend. He was a great man who suffered a lot, but he built the way for everyone. I mean, all the stuff that I find, he did the same thing. Only he went to libraries and cross-referenced books, and there was no internet back then when he did it. It's mind-blowing thinking about what he actually was able to accomplish and put together. Supposed to be a smart man, yes. Joe's here. Joe, what's up? Yeah, all is well. All is great. Thank you. Yep. I'm glad for you, Micah. Thank you, Lori. You know the funny thing is, guys, I don't do clickbait headlines. You realize that, right? You guys realize that, right? It's straight information, very low production value, just truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb. Some people rely on their magic shows and the clickbait. Yeah. I don't have clickbait titles. So if I put something like big announcement, I'm not fucking around. I'm just saying, hey guys, this will draw more people in because I don't use the urgency. Come watch this, come watch this, come watch this at all. So people get used to that, you know? It's like the boy who cried wolf, I guess, in a bunch of times. Diana hates clickbait crap. Yep. But it works. I knew about him from church in the day, Maxwell. Jordan. You heard about Jordan Maxwell through church? I need to hear more. I'm new to all of this. It's a lot of information to me. It's a lot. And Denise, it is overwhelming too. I understand. I had a mental breakdown when I discovered a lot of this. I did. And then I had to build myself back up. if you would like to talk to me, you can reach out to me on social media and I can help you understand this better so you don't have a freak out like I did. So just reach out to me on social media, Denise, or email me at intotherabbitholeseries@gmail.com. If you want to send me like a nice long letter or something, we'll talk. For sure. Reach out to me, please. This doesn't have to be overwhelming to the point where you don't think you'll get out of it. Okay, Denise, I'm going to hold you to that. I'll look for your message. Honey, nothing surprises me anymore. I know. Let me read you this article, guys. We talk about all the time. We talk about blood sacrifices, right? And just the blood. Everybody's obsessed with the blood, whether it's the actual occultists or it's the religious. But the religious are occultists too. They just don't know what they're doing. Listen to this. This is a Catholic news story breaking. The blood of San Gennaro, San Januarius, has miraculously liquefied today despite being over 1,700 years old. Bro, what are you doing keeping blood for millennia? And what does it matter if it coagulates or not? How is that any sort of miracle? It's disgusting is what it is. And am I overreacting, guys? Is this just gross? The whole thing, the transubstantiation, everything, it's just disgusting. They've got these people doing occult practices and they're laughing behind their backs. That's what they're doing. Keep this dude's blood for 1,700 years. Give me a break. What are you going to do? Bring him back? Like, I don't understand. Nasty about the blood. Yeah, but this is like a Catholic miracle. Understand that. This is a Catholic miracle. So, I'll give it about another 10 minutes and then I'll explain to you guys what's going on. Unless you guys have any questions you want to get to. I think it's cool. TV and movies. Yeah, it's all about the blood. The Old Testament was about the blood. Sacrifice a human to me. Okay, wait, don't do that. Now you have to sacrifice animals. Thank you, Abraham. Now you only have to sacrifice animals. And they would sacrifice the animals, and they'd always be the goat, Capricorn, the ram, Aries, the bull, Taurus. They would always be the same sacrifices. And God smelt the burning sacrifice. The smell wafted to the ceiling, and he smelt it, and the Lord was pleased, and he liked it. This God, Yahweh, the Phoenician Canaanite deity that the Jews took. I mean, they could have taken Moloch from them, they could have taken Baal from them, but they took Yahweh. Yahweh demands human sacrifice, then stops it with Abraham, then demands animal sacrifice, and he likes the smell of them burning. This isn't like smelling, this isn't like barbecuing something or putting something on a grill where the smell is good. They completely light these things on fire and burn them, shrieking and screaming, and the smell goes and Yahweh enjoys it. Diana says, don't get upset, you guys, please, but I found that when you worship in the Catholic religion or ori to those entities, you're really conjuring up demonic entities. I'm just the messenger. Don't get mad. I haven't looked too much into which entities that they deal with, but you go into a building, and the biggest thing that you see right in front of your fucking face is a giant dead man on a cross. And this is supposed to be like a loving thing that children have to see every day. Just this withering, dead God on a cross. When Santos Bonacci said that the Antichrist is literal Christianity, it blew my mind, and I stick with that today. Joe Archuleta says, I went to Catholic school. I hear you. It's all about the blood in everything. The blood, the sacrifice, the blood, the sacrifice. It's no different than the Bohemian Grove. They do the same thing in all religions. They sacrifice animals in all religions. It's archaic and it's disgusting. And the virgin sacrifices. Yep. Like, how hard is it? Do you really need the Bible to have a moral compass? Are there objectifiable truths with that? What the hell does God need a freaking virgin for? Yeah, these stories are not meant to be taken literally. They're kind of gross if you do. It's true, Diana. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'll just tell it right now. So here's the deal. This is the announcement I wanted to have. So I'll do it real quick. I have about, aside from the marketing thing that I'm planning on doing in November, I also have people who follow my work who are willing to pitch in, help out. I have flyers that I want to hand out. And tomorrow I'm actually emailing them to the 15 people that have offered to help me so far. And they're all over the country. So I've gone to Staples and made a bunch of flyers, just a ton of flyers. And I've separated them and I've put them in envelopes, and they're going out on Monday. Now, if anyone here is willing to help me too, I can go over it with you. You'll just be handing out flyers one day. Specific day, but I can't tell you yet. Because I planned this for a long time, and I'm kind of getting away with murder right now, so I don't want this to not happen. But if any of you want to help promote this work and everything, I'd appreciate it. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm finally mailing out the mailers, and this stuff is going to get started soon. So, let me see here. And trust me, I'm not a sex expert, but if I were giants with bigger dicks, obviously, how were they having sex with these human virgins? Answer me that. Well, assuming the giants had dicks to begin with, right? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know if this is a problem, because there are dudes out there in porn with like Anunnaki dick. Like whole arm. So I don't know. I think the giant dick is already here on the planet. And I couldn't care less how people take it, but there's some weird shit here. It takes an outrageous gall, ultimate audacity to express knowing something of a deity. Faith comes not with peace, but with sword. Faith comes not with peace, but with sword. Faith comes with wolves dressed as sheep and preaching to the choir. No, see, you're missing the whole thing. This is bigger than the small mindedness of this statement. You can understand God. In fact, God is not a hard thing to understand. The concept of a creator, of energy, it's not a hard thing to understand. Um, Yahweh, the God of the Bible, is not the actual creator God at all. Diana, you'll help? Hold on. All right, I just messaged you. So thank you, Diana. I'll get in touch with you shortly. Was there a connection between Yahweh and the Egyptian deity? How much did Akhenaten truly influence the emergence of monotheism? Yahweh was Phoenician Canaanite. The Egyptian, I don't know if I could do a breakdown on that. That's a great question. I don't think they do, but let me look into that. How much did Akhenaten truly influence the emergence of monotheism? Um, Akhenaten understood that everyone was going to worship the sun, but not the sun as the sun. Two things. Number one, the plasma that is the sun, the life-giving energy. They understood about plasma. Number two, the sun itself is a giver of life. It is, because like today is the fall equinox. So it's a 12-hour day and a 12-hour night. Starting tomorrow, the sun is in the bottom half of the world. So things are going to start to get cooler. But in spring, the plants grow. You know, it gives life to all the positive things that the sun does. It acts like a god. It's a portal, basically. To answer it a little bit better, he brought everyone to the sun worship, but not everyone knew they were just worshiping the sun for the sun's purpose. So it is up to us to reject religious nonsense. Nothing fails like prayers in a children's hospital. Yeah, there is that. You guys understand that good and evil have to exist on this dimension, right? They have to exist. Because if there was no evil, if we were able to destroy, you can't destroy all the evil in the world. You can only fight it. That's why you have to pick your side between fear and love, good and evil, and fight it in the ways that you can fight it. But evil has to exist. Death, children's death, everything has nothing to do with God. It has to do with the fact that if there was no evil here, then this wouldn't be a realm where we can grow spiritually. It would be like the heavens, where all the angels were blowing trumpets and he got bored as fuck and made us. We get to choose it. Evil is always going to be here. Evil will always be here. And it doesn't deny God, but it's just how things work here. This is a school we're on. Anybody have any more questions? Diana, I DM'd you on Facebook. Anyway, guys, so if there's no other questions, I'll go. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. And if you guys ever want to jump in and help out with this thing, one day out of your life, and it's probably like till the flyers are gone. What, like 2 hours? Who do we pray to then? You can just send it out into the universe. There's nothing wrong with praying. It's just not an immediate. It doesn't work like that. You're making a higher vibrational connection with prayer. Prayer is very important. It's just this worship part that's the problem. Nothing needs to be worshipped on this planet. Nothing. Everybody's looking for something to worship. A politician, a musician, an actor. It's all the same nonsense. Stop looking for people that you think are perfect and better than you. They will always let you down because they're human. Stop putting them on a pedestal. When it mentions in the Old Testament regarding the story of how the old law was found, suddenly in the reign of Josiah, was there more to it behind the scenes? I don't read the Bible and these holy texts like normal people do. I read them differently. This is part of the storyline that I skim over when I'm looking for my work. You know, I don't care much to break. Everybody's broken down the Bible in this sort of way. I don't need to do that. So I'm not really sure. I haven't really gone into that. I'm so glad you're saying that, Carrie, regarding what? Not having to worship anything? Worship nothing. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on for a little bit and share some stuff with you. I'm going to try to get an interview done soon. But I wanted to share with you guys and anyway, guys, so the root of the problem is our history was fabricated after a dark age with Bible chronology before the development of archaeology and shit. Guys, the way I say it is basically this, like, everything's been corrupted. The news, the media, everything. Like, these big corporations, we know everything's fucked, right? Well, if everything is a lie, then why wouldn't religion be a lie too? What makes you think that's impervious for damage from people? And they're freaking out about these are not the exact words of God. They've been tampered with, and which Bible to use, and this and that. And I'm just sitting there doing my work. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to take off. I'll give this one last comment here. Hold on. The Christian archaeologist is confounded by two miracles of only the cult history fell into built temples or churches for 300 years, and then building the same style as the pagan basilica of 300 years before. Exactly. I have a bumper sticker that says, think it's not legal yet. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take off for a little bit. If you guys have any questions, just reach out to me on social.